A lot of people are going to get played and miss the greatest opportunity in human history. Now, this is nothing new under the sun. They keep us occupied looking this way, looking this way. That's why I work to stay calm and I pull myself to a 30,000 foot overview and I get out of the get rich quick mentality in any asset class. The fact is, those who hold the longest and those who stay in the markets the longest, and most of all, those who have an actual plan, become the wealthiest people on the planet. If you didn't watch my previous video on understanding how money actually works, I ask that you dive into that video first. And now I'm going to show you what's actually happening with regulatory clarity around crypto assets and why I think the Ripple versus SEC case will end before September 2023. Now you guys realize with sheer FOMO, fear of missing out, this is going to create a flood into the cryptocurrency space. If Ripple beats the SEC, which it's very, very, very likely, and I'll share with you why. So let's first look at the regulation and what's happening worldwide. Let's take a deep breath and try to understand why Gary Gensler is holding us back in America. And then we'll talk about why I think the case is going to end before September. So as Gary Gensler hold us back in America, this is what's happening all over the world. This is Hong Kong, basically their SEC, the Security and Futures Commission. Their consultation paper on proposed regulatory requirements for virtual assets trading platforms, operator licensed by Security and Futures Commission. So they are working currently on regulation. They are supporting digital assets. We know that Russia and Brazil and China are now supporting and trying to create their own digital currency, or they have, and they're trying to create their own monetary system through blockchain technology. Another thing to take a look at is IOSCO calls out on global regulators to be faster and bolder on the crypto markets. He's saying we need to forge forward. We need to move forward in providing clarity and regulation to the markets. And if you choose to, I want you to pause in my YouTube video today, link in my bio. If you go right here, read this paragraph and digest what you think it means. And you're asking yourself, what is IOSCO? So it's the International Organization of Securities Commissions, is the international body that brings together world security regulators and is recognized as a global standard setter for the securities sector. So the IOSCO is saying, get your shit together around digital assets. We need to regulate this space. And remember, in other news, Apollo Global Management reportedly participating bid to buy Celsius, but you need to go deeper. December 2023, as everything's collapsing, Apollo Group to hold crypto for institutional clients through Anchorage partnership. So the very company that's trying to monopolize Celsius, the collapsed cryptocurrency exchanges, which all these companies told us they were a fraud. Vanguard is their number one owner at 6%. BlackRock is at 3%. And you got Morgan Stanley down here in the top 10 and Fidelity Management Group, the top asset managers in the world, are big investors in Apollo that are working to monopolize Celsius. So here's why I think the case is going to end before September. Is the Hinman documents have been released now in the SEC Ripple case. This is going to blow it wide open. And if you follow John Deaton, if you don't follow John Deaton on Twitter, so John Deaton is the one that did a class action lawsuit against the SEC with 75,000 Ripple holders. XRP holders. The Hinman documents have been unsealed where he said, well, let me not articulate what he said. We'll see what he said. And there was something that I heard John Deaton say at a conference that struck me. He talked about the appellate court and the fact that Judge Torres, if she doesn't solve this case or call judgment on this case by September, that this judge will go in front of the appellate court for taking too long. And what he shared is that's not good on their career. So now we have the Hinman documents unsealed. We have countries all over the world moving towards regulation fast and furious. Gary Gensler's being hammered by Congress, or maybe it's a dog and pony show. I think birds of a feather fly together. I think we're just watching a political circus. And as you can see, not only in the religious space, the financial space, the acting space, all darkness is coming to light. So now the SEC is backed in a corner, and it'd be in their best interest to just settle. And it'd be in the judge's best interest to settle before September so she doesn't end up in the appellate court and hurt her career. It just doesn't make sense for this case to be going on since December 2020 when it seems pretty clear cut. If you watch my YouTube channel, there's another high-level person that called Ripple, specifically around XRP, a currency. This is going to be the biggest settlement in financial history. But you have to be diversified, guys. You're going to get, that's why I want you to watch my other video. If you don't start to open up your mind to diversification, you're going to end up in the same pattern over and over again, no matter how much money you make in crypto. Wealthy people don't have 401ks. They don't have a vertical investment strategy. They're diversified across different sectors. They're not married to a sector. They're nimble, they're quick, they're patient, and every single dollar is planned out. And the very money you direct deposit into your accounts is the very money they take and make fluid and get wealthy off of it. The game will always be the same, but the game is going to move much faster now because the velocity of money is going to move much quicker. So if you don't learn to rewire the foundation now, you're going to pass this down to your kids, and this will be a repetitive cycle over and over and over again. You're a generational shifter. It's your time to rise. It's your time to understand how to free your family from this trading time for money paradigm and this vertical investment strategy. Get right with Christ, build your family foundation, develop some principles, and take advantage of the biggest shift in financial history. Warriors, let's get your shit together. Let's go. All the resources you need are here in my bio. Coaching, support, free content, whatever you need is all in my bio here. I'll never proactively DM you. Do not invest people's money. Do not send those people money. Those are scammers. Love you guys.